And there we go. Boom, baby. The match has now begun. The match has now begun, guys. The match has now begun. Players are going to be scattering the map. We are starting this game with 101 players. 101 players. A lot of people going. Looks like we're going to have, you know, not as much focus. People are going to Pleasant Valley. Looks like a lot of people are going to be meeting over here on Warehouse side. Look at all these players diving into Pleasant Valley here. So many players contesting over Police Station. We got Zeb, Chow CSGO landing right next to each other. Zeb prioritizing the car. Blam Soda, aka Gam Soda. Zeb trying to back his way out with an 8-point turn. Manages to escape. Chow CSGO is going to be real close in proximity though. Miss Clutch is trying to escape PV as well with her police car. So many players kind of prioritizing cars. Clemda taking a YouTube Star Shipper right off the bat. Looks like we got a lot of people over here at the G7 compound. Rhino Q actually going here again. Wonder if he's going to do the same strategy as last time and kind of just hang out. Measly, Oliver, Rhino Q, all kind of, you know, in close proximity. Definitely going to be finding some fights here soon. You know, Blam Soda, Chow CSGO are close as well as Hydra. So many players are going. Even like Ranchito is packed. We're going to go check out Ranchito if we can. Try to zoom over there. Looks like over here in the bottom corner, we're going to have a lot of people breaking out. Tina, aka Viva La Bad, taking shots. Kyreg popping off shots at Nerf Murph. Finding himself in a little tricky spot here. I think he's going to try to back away if he can. Crossover, finding himself without a car in the restaurant. So many players, so little time. Kyreg taking shots at Future One here. They're just going to be mirroring themselves into the next buildings and trying to get looted up here. Future One did manage to take 2 shots. Viva La Bad in the distance here, kind of like taking shots. We got some couple players in the new point of interest, the Hillside Villas. Ironic Scopes taking out Zurex. We've lost a few people so far in game 1. OG Halo 3 player actually and Gearhead are right next to each other. Halo 3 player does have the Jeep advantage here. But these players, a lot of players are just going to be looting up as much as they can. Rhino Q and Measly about to meet up over here. Choppa down being taken out of the game by Aporia Hansen. Measly and Rhino Q. Definitely close. Rhino Q is just going to play the late game. Menma and hit registration with the trade. Menma going down. Measly getting shot at by Oliver GC. Measly takes the helmet, lands 2 body shots, uses the time to push up, still has a 2-hit armor on. Oliver GC pushing behind. Measly goes, loses his armor, and hits it with the shotgun to the face. Oliver GC has now been eliminated from the match. Rhino Q heard all of this, is going to use the time he has to push up into the barricaded part of the fortress. This is definitely going to be an interesting one. Measly did not take too much damage, but he did lose his armor. Rhino Q does have a makeshift armor equipped and readily available in case he needs to fight Measly. Both of these players will be at a stalemate for a little while there. That's for sure. Looks like OG Halo 3 player closed the distance, trying to get away from everybody. PV is pretty separate. Honestly, kind of dead. Looks like we have a lot of people breaking out over here. Locido, Revo up in the top left. Camp Soda. We have our safe zone officially announced, encompassing Harris Bluffs, a small part of the northwestern part of PV, Lone Pine, the military base, and G4 compound. So players down here, Imperial Hall, Swagger Lee, you know, Nightwalker, all these players are going to have to be forced to migrate. Aces. You know, Dyslexic. We got Zinko and Esperated over here at Zims. We're going to see if we can jump on over there. There's not too much action going on. We're going to see if we can check out Zims here. Last Desires in the close proximity as well. Esperated in a fight here. Taking shots at Zinko. Looks like it's a pretty even battle. Both players have landed 1 shot each. We're going to check out Zinko. Zinko does not have an armor on. Both of these players, you know, are not equipped. Last Desires does hear the shots off in the distance. Look at that. He's driving his truck up. He sees the police car, and he's not. We're just going to pretend we didn't see that driving. Zinko is at the superior positioning, just going to be hanging out here inside the building. Has plenty of wiggle room. Loses his helmet here. Esperated might take that opportunity to kind of start pushing up on him. Looks like he's going to go for the COD rush. And Zinco actually using his cover effectively with the new peeking, with the lack of cancel animation, he's able to effectively peek out and take out an enemy player. Last Desires in the distance, looks like he's going to be taking shots at Zinco right in the back. Last Desires picks up the kill, and both players goes down. Free loot for Last Desires. Well played. Now, this is going to start attracting a lot of attention here. Like a lot of players. Looks like we got Han and Lenara going at it on the northwest side of PV. We're gonna see if we can find these fine young gentlemen over here. I see a truck at Firehouse. I'm assuming they're close. Here they are. Han finding himself at low HP. Lenara smoke grenades out. Mint in the distance as well. Looks like he's going to be looking for Han. Does not see him. Han does have the line of sight. Is now aware of the police car. Han taking shots. Does receive a shot back. Han might be going down here. Effective use of peeking. Trying not to get shot as much as he can. Mint is in the open here. As long as Han plays this right, he can turn this fight in his favor, but he's got to be very, very, very careful. And there he goes, loses helmet. Mint taking him out of the game. Lenara off in the distance, probably did hear the fight, saw that Hall went down with an assist. So Lenara is going to be looking to see if he can find himself a free kill. Darren H1 taking out crossover. Looks like we got Cam Soda, QT Venom over here taking a little scrap. Cam Soda healing up in the gas. QT Venom taking shots. We're going to check out his point of view here. He wants this. I know QT Venom is going to want this kill. Kyreg taking out Future One off on the side. Cam Soda looks like he's going to retreat in his car. Does not have much boost capability here. Cam Soda's playing the aggressor here, taking shots at QT Venom. He wants to take this even one. QT Venom does have his police car behind the cover. Cam Soda is taking shots from the side. Mint getting the pinch on Cam Soda. Cam Soda might be going down here. Cam Soda finding himself at 1 HP. Mint getting himself in position and takes out Cam Soda from behind. Now in a 1v1. This is Mint's second kill already. Finding himself in another fight. QT Venom not too pleased about his kill being stolen here. Looks like we got Kagi finding himself low HP off in the distance here. Might just be running for his life. Healing up for sure. Not sure what fight he just escaped from, but definitely going to be running. Looks like Mint and QT are still actually going at it. We got Mint moving his car away from his position in here. QT Venom in a 1v1 here with Mint. Taking shots. QT Venom does have a 2-hit body armor on. Mint taking shots, loses another helmet, is equipped with the makeshift. This has been a pure helmet fight. Both players have themselves equipped. QT Venom trying to use the opportunity to get away, knowing that Mint has to get inside his cop car to reposition. QT Venom is going to be trying to get a higher positioning onto Mint. Looks like we got Rogue Sweet Dreams off in the distance as well by G4 Compound. Probably hearing the shots. Not sure what he's going to take. FPS being taken out by Tez FPS. QT Venom getting impatient. We saw this in game 1 with Makes FPS. What happens when you get impatient? You rush, you die. Grenades are coming out from both parties here. Mint does not look like he has a helmet on. Yeah, Mint does not have a helmet. Using nades, lands one on QT Venom. Will he connect number 2? QT Venom taken out of the game by Mint. Well played, picking up his 3rd kill of the game. All right, looks like we got Tez, Chow, Simwork. So many players are in close proximity here. F in America, Anna. So many players, and all these players are in the bottom are going to have to start migrating towards the safe zone. CBK Flame, Symphony, Gabe, you know, Measly. All these players are still hanging out here. Looks like we got a fight breaking out in Lone Pine. Let's see if we can catch that before it finishes. Viva La Bad versus Noble Spirits here. Tina recovering, trying not to get shot, wearing that sweet Crown military backpack, using the ATV to reposition, get out of there, you know, while she can. Snotty G off in the distance as well. Mint again. This guy does not take any breaks. Instagram finding himself in a fight here between Mint. Mint taking shots at Instagram. Instagram popping shots right back. Instagram definitely playing the aggressor, knowing he's at full H or not at full HP. He's trying to play the confidence card. He's trying to play the confidence card here for sure. Instagram does take 2 shots from Mint. Mint gonna start blowing up the police car. Good use of his cover here. Instagram finding himself at 1 shot. Mint is gonna play the aggressor, loot a body bag in front of the man, and just start popping off here. Instagram is not gonna be in a good position. Mint just hitting the crouch spam, shooting his own police car. The car will be blowing up in 10%. Instagram trying to return fire here while he can. Mint does lose his armor. Mint's gonna go for the grenade instead of finishing off the car. There it goes, boom. It does not connect onto Instagram. Mint now has no cover. Instagram running for the trees, and it looks like he's gonna actually make it to the tree, finding himself in a good spot here. Will Mint go for the grenade? Looks like he's gonna switch his inventory. Gas grenades coming out by Instagram. Does not seem to connect, just creates a little barrier. Grenade coming out, and the frag does not connect, lands behind him, but uses the grenade as a repositioner, takes out Instagram from the game. Mint picking up his 4th kill. Well done. Oh my god, so many players over here. Sloth finding himself at 50 HP, being chased by Dyslexic here. Coggy being taken out of the game by Imperial Hall off in the distance. Last Desire is finding himself in a graveyard of players here. Sloth still at 50 HP. Looks like he's just going to get away. Dyslexic is not going to be able to catch up. Small block on foot, just trying to hide. Sloth does manage to get himself back into cover. Mint still being in the wide open. Might find himself in another fight. Looks like Dyslexic is going to want to take this one. Dyslexic is taking shots, but he might not sit here for too long. Dyslexic is equipped with a 2-hit, but a lot of players do not want to lose that this early on in the game. Mint is at a severe disadvantage, though. Is in a 1-hit, you know, no cover, running for his life. Hitting the East North American strafe here. Mint just taking his trusty Kekona right on out of here. Just gonna get away. Dyslexic's actually at 50 HP. Looks like he got shot in the back by Sloth. Sloth is returning the favor of the COD rush right onto my man Dyslexic. Jumping out, taking shots. Denial Sloth hitting absolutely nothing. Rest in peace, my friend. Mint coming up from the side, taking shots at Sloth. Sloth turns, does not connect, hits the body armor. They trade makeshifts. Sloth is trying to reposition to get to his police car. Looks like he's going to get out of here, knowing that Dyslexic will be readily available to turn around. Sloth is definitely going to see if he can get himself. So many pinches coming out of here. Mint finding himself in a 3-way pinch as well. By Just Adapt, Nidon, Sloth, and Dyslexic. So many players. This is a 4-way fight with a lot of players in the distance as well here. Cyval finding himself here with the Jeep. Just Adapt taking shots. Cyval looks like he's not going to be jumping out as well. Small block being in the open field while all this is going down. Looks like we're going to find ourselves in Mint's 5th fight of the game here. Takes away Adapt's armor and lands a body shot with the help of Sloth. Tom Dez coming up in the police car. Sloth finding himself in a 1v1 against Just Adapt, takes him out of the game. Looks like he's going to find himself against another COD rush. Mint looking for another kill. Mint with the crouch spam shotgun takes out Sloth with the COD rush. Unfortunate for Sloth. Prodigy Aces taking out Rib in the distance here. A lot of contestants, you know, off in these fields of Pleasant Valley here. Lenara running away in this truck. We've seen a lot of players utilizing everything, and with the next patch coming out, this truck is definitely going to be something worth picking up. It's a tank in the next upcoming patch for sure. OG Halo 3 player kind of nesting himself up. Rough Sarn, Darren, so many players Cavi1, Linara. OG Halo 3 players actually taking out of the game. I didn't even see anybody fighting him. Nobody rendered in. Sorry, guys. Define Legit looks like he takes out OG Halo 3 player, secures himself a truck. Mint finally taken out of the game by Jerk Chicken. Mint had a beautiful run that game. Looks like we got Mixie's Olinho taking shots over at Small Block. Small Block has been on foot the whole game, finding himself in a two-way fight between Ninja JJ. Now Small Block using his advantages here, trying to use the smoke screen to seclude himself from one fight and get himself focused on another one. Tom Dez fighting off in the distance over there, trying to take out players. He does have pop shots here. It's a very, very good spot to use for sure. A lot of players down here in the bottom middle of the safe zone. Let's see if we can catch any of these fights breaking out. Looks like we got Simworks, Gearhead, Nightwalker all kind of hanging out by each other. Nightwalker definitely wants to prove himself, finding himself in the gas. Unfortunately, it just pulled up, covering himself. Simworks is in the gas as well. This is a 1v1 situation in the gas. Simworks is going to decide to be the bigger person and get the hell out of there. Nightwalker does take a damage from a grenade from Gearhead. Gearhead is hanging out, trying to choke Nightwalker out with frag grenades. Gearhead is sitting here. It looks like he's going to make a retreat for it as well. Nightwalker's waiting, playing it well, absorbing some grenades and not dying in the gas. Well played. Looks like we got a COD rush going on here between Spirits. Lavino backs off, knowing Spirits actually gets himself behind some cover. A lot of people getting themselves prepped into Lone Pine early with the way the safe zone's going. They just want to kind of secure themselves as long as they can. Looks like we have a huge fight breaking out here. Hayes, Kyreg, Ninja JJ being taken out by the bombs. Absolutely devastating for him. Drop is right there too. He ran a good amount. Kyreg finds the body, notes where it is, and going to see if he can loot it after the second wave of the bombs. Ana finding himself an ATV here. He's looking for Felicia. Everybody knows Ana is looking for Felicia. Kyreg securing himself a position over the airdrop. Mikey running right into Mikey Murda. Looks like he turns just in time. Mikey Murda holding down the bull, one of the power spots of competitive fives. Looks like we have a fight breaking out over here. We got Clemda and Small Block, aka Jerk Chicken, right here. Seeing we can. This is a stalemate for sure. Simworks taken out with ZD. Miss Clutch taken out of the game by Miss Imperial Hall. Looks like these guys are just going to be stalemating for sure. See if we can pick ourselves up any fight. Bizarre in the bottom right. Old school Riado. Darren. Looks like Darren is popping shots up. Let's see if we can catch a glimpse of the boy wonder. He's not shooting at too much. Prodigy Ace is going down 50th place. Unfortunate for him. Looks like he met the fate of a shotgun here inside the church. That has got to be rough for him. All right, safe zone is going to be wrapping in here. Looks like we have another fight breaking out. Bizarre. Mikey Murda too. Looks like Bizarre is going to back off, even though Mikey is pretty low HP. Mikey does get away. Aporia Hansen taking shots at Bizarre. Bizarre did take a shot. Hansen going for the COD rush. Loses his armor, takes a body shot, put himself in a terrible spot. Bizarre taking shots. Bizarre getting shot from behind. Looks like he's going to have to make a decision, fight or flight here. Hansen going out with the grenades for sure, trying to get himself some time. Bizarre throwing the frag grenades. Looks like it's going to land right on top of Hansen. Gas grenade coming out. Hansen being forced to reposition and goes down to Levino from the side. That has got to be unfortunate for Hansen. Bizarre finding himself in a low HP pinch between Fiantant and Levino. Fiantant taking shots at Bizarre, takes him out of the game. Bizarre TV Hydra is taken out by Measly. Rogue Dreams checking out the situation. Rogue Dreams, one of the highest succeeding winners of the Z2 Champions Arena here. It's like we're hitting a stalemate. Safe zone is still going to be in this open field. We've seen a lot of action up here for sure. Looks like we got Timber and Mikey Murda kind of going at it here. Here's Mikey. Seeing who's taking shots. Timber is off in the distance. Mikey just has a whole arsenal of things to use right here, from first aid kits to composites. He's got a body bag to loot. He's living the vida loca. Dyslexic. So many people just kind of hanging out on the crescent. Z2 Gamer taking shots over here onto Soar Gabe. F in America making his way into the residentials. Airdrop, is that a new one? I don't think that's a new one. It's like Timber finding himself in a 1v1 against Tez FPS. Tez using his police car to reposition here. Tez is equipped with a 2-hit armor. Looks like we got a fresh airdrop coming in to the map here. Gonna be landing up north, pretty close to the church and these ridges. Kevy 1 in close proximity of the airdrop. I don't think Anna is left alive, fortunately. Define Legit and Lead's End in the G4 compound here. Everyone's hanging out. A lot of people have cars. You're gonna see a big stalemate here for sure. You got Last Desires here in a fight. Looks like Detect is just gonna wait it off. Desires did lose his car here. Both of these players are not in the next safe zone, but they do not have very far to walk. Tom Des taking shots here at Abracadabra, bruh. Smoke grenades are coming out here. Tom Des is gonna take the time to reposition, get himself out of there. Abracadabra is probably fortunate because he is on foot. Now taking shots at Last Desires off in the distance. $40 players remaining. Looks like we're coming around on our third ring. Looks like we got Z2 Gamer fighting off Tez FPS over here. So many players are just kind of running. Nobody wants to die. I don't blame them. I wonder if anybody... Who did this one? Like they took the ammo and the Kevlar out of it. Tina on an ATV. Sirens going up. Gas is moving. Revo, Attacker, Swagger Lee, Darren, Riado, and Chow CSGO, Nightwalker, Gearhead are all going to be forced into the circle here. We got a large gap. This next circle is going to be the one that forces people to die. 100% people are going to be forced to die on this next one. Looks like Tina finding herself real close proximity to another player. Smoke grenades coming out here. Timber the Skilled versus Viva La Bad here. Timber finding himself at 25 HP. Tina is in full control of the situation. Timber is making a run for it. Cannot find his car. Here, Tina hears the car, takes shots at it. It is pretty much disabled. Kaireg taking out Tetsu Saiga in the side. Timber going down. Viva La Bad taking him out of the game. Good kill by Tina. Levino did hear that fight off in the distance, seeing if he can find himself a pick. Fiantant, Nightwalker in a stalemate of ridges here, but they will be forced to move. And it looks like the next safe zone has now been declared, encompassing the church in a small amount of the Harris Bluffs Mountain here. So players like Gearhead who are on foot and have to get all the way over there are going to be really, really disappointed. They have to move now, and they're going to be in for a field of fights. Define Legit finally cleaning up the compound. Looks like he's going to finally be able to net himself this one for sure. Ledzen is taken out of the game. But Sore Gabe is in close proximity. Define Legit has a super safe pocket here. Gabe is in close proximity. They will not be safe. Molotov's coming out here. We got fights breaking out between Symphony and Abracadabra. Abracadabra is on foot here. Symphony and Tom Dez going at it. Symphony popping shots here. Tom Dez is aware. Tom looking for shots on Sim. Sim's going to try to run. His sheep is not in the best condition. Tom is going to be in hot pursuit here of Symphony. Season 2 boy wonder. Saival in also hot pursuit. Symphony's sheep is mangled. A fresh airdrop. Right here, we're going to take a look at the contents. It does not have the Kevlar, but there is a makeshift on the ground. Not too bad of a trade, honestly. Beyonton taken out of the game by Gearhead. Is unfortunate, and that's good for Gearhead. Looks like he got himself an ATV. A lot of people are finding themselves now in the safe zone, except a few. Tina, Chow CSGO, Z2 Gamer, Nightwalker, Rhino Q, Maxies, or Mixies, and Maxi. Smoke grenades coming out here by Rhino Q. He does have a long way to run. Rhino's only here. He's got to make it through 3 other people too. Sirens are coming out. Gas is going to be moving everybody in. Last Desires, Rhino, Maxi, WT Flex, and Gearhead. All these players are going to have to start moving in here. Rhino Q taking shot at Mickey. Swaggerly taken out of the game by Attacker. Clemda taking shots at the roadblock. He's still here. He does have himself a car. Taking shots at Maxi's. He knows that Max is going to be choked out, but I don't know if Clem knows that he's safe or not safe at all. Clem is just trying to hit shots onto Maxi, see if he can make him bleed out. The more bleed damage he does, it is going to be easier to execute him to the gas. Shots are coming out. Maxi finding himself in a tough spot here, just running, has no idea where he's being shot from. Clem looks like he's going to use this opportunity to get out of the situation. Attacker taken out of the game by Tez FPS. So many players here in the bottom. Unfortunate for Jerk here, finding himself only with an ATV. It's definitely not going to be easy on him. Abracadabra taking shots. Last Desires coming in with the Kona from the side. I don't know if Abracadabra sees him. He's in a fight with WT Flex. Last Desires using the smoke grenade to get a push. Abracadabra finding himself pushing up as well. Pushing into Last Desires here. Flex over in the side taking shots. Last Desires taken out of the game by Abracadabra. Right through the smoke. That has got to be unfortunate. Probably a rendering issue on that one. Jerk finding himself in a shark pit of police cars here. So many players off in the distance here. Rhino Q versus Gabe. 2 teammates going at it. Smoke grenades up on the gas line. Gabe looks like he's going to try to reposition. Hayes is now aware of Gabe's position. Gabe does not... How do these guys not see each other? Both of these players are equipped with armor. This is going to be difficult. Who's going to make the first move here? Gabe does have a 2-hit Lammy. Loses it immediately. Hayes pushing up, takes Gabe out of the game. Rhino Q is going to live for another day. Clem taking out Maxi. Rhino Q taking shots as well. Saival taking shots at Kevy. Flex in a pinch as well here with Abracadabra. So many fights breaking out. Rogue Dreams getting cod rushed by Mixies. Dreams playing this well, getting shotgunned. Will he turn the fight? Oh no, I fucked up. Dreams actually overcomes the COD rush, gets inside the police car, and lives to tell another tale. Well done by Dreams. Smoke grenades coming out. Looks like he's going to be able to find himself some loot here. Define Legit and Dyslexic in the church, hanging out, praying for a good safe zone. Abracadabra finally taking out WT Flex. Hayes and Rhino Q off in the distance as well. Rhino Q is pushing up, trying to avenge his teammate Gabe. Another shotgun fight is going to break out here. Not sure how well it's going to be. Flashbang coming out on a Rhino Q. Not sure if that landed or not. Ooh, Hayes taking out another member of Soar Gaming with a shotgun. That has got to be a kick in the groin. Abracadabra taking shots at Hayes now. Hayes has not caught a breath. Imperial Hall finding himself in a 1v1 here between Kevy. Kevy won. Fight for the crown champion here versus Imperial Hall, an up-and-comer in the Champions Arena Tour for sure. Looks like he's on Molotov in hand, knows where Kevy is, put himself in the open. Kevy does not take shots off at him. Let's see what Kevy's looking at. Kevy does have an armor on. He has a flashbang ready. Grenade actually coming out onto Imperial Hall. Does not connect, but does force him to reposition here. Grenade coming out onto Kevy. Loses his armor for it. Imperial Hall playing the aggressor here. Ooh, Imperial Hall taking almost a full damage from grenade. We're going to have to see how Kevy responds to this one for sure. Gas is now moving. Kevy is going to have to make a decision now with the grenade damage. Smoke grenades coming out here. Imperial Hall taking shots at Kevy. Kevy does cover Imperial Hall with smoke. He's going to use it to reposition himself. Imperial Hall is going to play the aggressor, try to get back to his Jeep here. Dream still finding himself in the open, looking for another win here. Spirits, Cyval, all in the open. Kyreg, so many smoke grenades coming out here. Spirits taking shots, takes out Cyval. Symphony taking shots. So many people. Kevy one actually turns the fight and takes out Imperial Hall as well down in the cell. Jerk Chicken finding himself a nice little spot to nest for now. We're going to take a look at the top 10. Tez FPS coming out of the gas towards Kyreg. Looks like he's going to be going down. Dyslexic is rushing out with an ATV. Dyslexic is now out. Looks like he's going to compass himself in the smoke grenade. Kyreg pushing towards Dyslexic here. Right in the open. Does not have himself equipped with an armor. Looks for Dyslexic. Will he find him? Does see him in time. He does connect the shotgun shot. And another member of Sword taken out by a shotgun. They have been cursed this game. Top 10, 9 players remaining. Spirits, Abracadabra, Rogue Dreams, Chow CSGO, Define Legit, Kyreg, Kevy one. Symphony and Jerk Chicken. So many Prodigy players here are in this one. Chat, cast your vote. Who do you guys think is going to be taking game 2 of Champs Arena? Dyslexic taking shots from into multiple parties here. Taken out of the game by Symphony right below me. Symphony with superior position. Everybody's fan favorite Dreams is taken out of the game by Chow CSGO. Define Legit finding himself in a 1v1 now with Chow. Smoke grenades coming up. Jerk has just been having a grand time hanging out down here. Abracadabra as well, equipped with a Jeep. So many players are focusing on this side of the safe zone. We do have 7 players remaining. Kevy, Spirits, Jerk, Chow, Define Legit, Symphony. Define Legit popping shots, trying to find himself, you know, in the smoke. Symphony being up on the hill. Define Legit might be aware of where Symphony is. Abracadabra just taking shots. Spirits being in the open of everybody here. Safe zone is in Spirit's favor with Jerk and Kevy in close proximity. Symphony being in the farthest position away from the safe zone here. We're going to be hitting a stalemate for sure. Sirens are going to be coming out, forcing players to move. I'm currently over the next safe zone to find Legit on fire, finding himself at less than 20 HP, taken out of the game by Chow CSGO. Rather unfortunate. Actually, look at this Molotov fire field he had to deal with. Kevy1 off in the distance is aware of Chow's presence. Smoke grenades are down. Chow's going to use the vehicle, try to get himself to safety here. Symphony finding himself over here as well on the gas line. This is an awful angle. See if we go back this way. Zoom in a bit. Kevy taking shots. Clem taking out Abracadabra off in the distance, clearing up that side of the map for him. Spirits just prone here in the center of the safe zone. We have 5 players remaining. Kevy1, Chow CSGO, Symphony, Jerk Chicken, and Noble Spirits here, all finding themselves rushing for the safe zone. 3 of them are equipped with the vehicle, 2 of them are on foot. Clem is now moving with the ATV towards Spirits. I'm not sure if the players are aware of each other. Clem going for a smoke grenade on the camp, tried to blur Spirits' vision. Spirits finding himself in a 1v1 pinch. Symphony taken out of the game in the side by Chow CSGO with the shotgun. Chow picking up another kill. Grenade coming out by Jerk right on top of Spirits, taking him out of the game. Jerk Chicken picking up a kill. We are now in the top 3 here between Chow CSGO, Kevy1, and Clemda. Echo Fox's Jerk Chicken, Obey, fight for the crown. Champion Kevy1, as well as Chow CSGO. Chow finding himself at 50 HP in the northern part of the safe zone. He will be encompassed by gas there, so he's got to move fast and act quickly. This one is going to be huge. Chow is in the complete open. Kevy does have a ridge to work with here. If we're going to check out his point of view, he does have a huge little bowl to work with. Chow being at the utmost disadvantage between all the players. Jerk taking shots over at Chow. Boom, shots being fired. Kevy using it to reposition, trying to find where Jerk is located here. He's looking for him for sure. Chow off in the distance here, prone in the field. His car is on fire. Smoke grenades are up. This one's definitely going to be a tougher one. Clem is using smoke grenades now to reposition himself, get inside the cover, the only cover available. Even though he won't be in the safe zone, there's only going to be 3 trees in the open. Chow CSGO moving off to the side. Smoke grenades coming out from Chow. Clem is using it to reposition, trying to close the gap between Chow. Grenades are coming out from both parties. Chow CSGO finding himself in a fight. Both Kevy and Chow are now focusing Jerk. Jerk is running back to his cover. Smoke grenades going down. Kevy in the open here, unaware. The smoke grenades are now down. Chow finding himself at 30 HP, healing up at one of the only rocks in cover. Kevy trying to move into the safe zone early. Might not be a good situation for any of these players here. This could go either way. It was looking real bad for Chow, but Jerk is trying to pivot himself in between both players. Clem's smoke grenade goes down at the worst timing possible. Kevy1 taking shots at Jerk. Chow finding himself in a very, very difficult situation here. Taking shots from the side. Clem lands 2 shots. Sirens are coming out. Gas is being forced open. All these players are going to have to push. Smoke grenades are coming out. Gas grenading off Chow's movement. Going to have to force him towards Kevy in the open. Building a wall of gas here. Extremely useful for Clem, giving him that 30 seconds of breathing room to, you know, blur Chow's vision, stop him from pushing. Kevy now pushing up into the open. Clem is going to rotate behind him with the mirror, finding themselves in a 1v1 between Kevy and Jerk. Chow CSGO finding himself pinching Clem. Jerk taking 2 shots. Finding himself in an awful position. Smoke grenades coming out. Gas is right on top of him. Chow CSGO finding himself pinched as well. Clem is going to go down to the gas. Chow is pushing over to Jerk, but Kevy finding himself in superior positioning here. Gonna push out. Kevy now has the only cover. Takes 2 hits, loses his helmet. Chow turning the fight in his favor. Flashbangs out, but Kevy decimates Chow CSGO for the win. Congratulations to Kevy1, Game 2 winner of the North American Champions Arena. Boom, baby. Can I get some GGs in the chat? Congratulations, Kevy1, for taking home game 2. Woo!